of the ways to learn how sentences work and to be able to decode sentences and understand their meaning, and also to write with accuracy and clarity, is to analyze sentences, to learn how to analyze, to break them into their parts. And what we're going to learn how to do is to ask and answer 3 groups of questions. Then we're going to, in order to decode our sentence in its simplest form, then we're going to expand our sentences by asking another 2 groups of questions. Well, let's get to the chase and see what happens here, okay? And we're going to take a simple sentence and we're going to ask these questions of it. Well, our simple sentence is in our book, and I'm going to write that simple sentence down for you. And that is going to be, the mice ate cheese. Or the mice eat cheese. And here's my sentence. The mice eat cheese. You know what? I'm gonna change that and just have mice eat cheese. How's that? Mice eat cheese. So I'll get rid of the, and this is my sentence now. Mice eat cheese. So that's my simple sentence. And you're gonna have a whole bunch of these. So you're gonna write your sentence down in your book. That's the first thing I did. I wrote my sentence down. Sentence 1. Mice eat cheese. Okay, good. Now I'm gonna go to my sentence smart chart, and I'm gonna ask the first question, which is, where is the verb? You see that? That's always going to be your first question. We're going to interview the sentence in order to discover its parts and break it down into its parts. So our analysis will begin by asking questions about the sentence. And the first question we're going to ask is, where is the verb? So I'm going to write that question down. Where is the verb? Okay, so that's my question. Where is the verb? And I'm going to look at my sentence here. We're going to cross this one out for now. Look at my sentence here. Mice eat cheese. And I look for an action word. And here it is, eat. So that's my verb. Eat is my verb. And I'm going to write my answer. I'll write A-N-S for answer. And I'm going to write eat. That's my verb, and I'm going to put that in parentheses. Here we go. So now I've got the verb. That's the first and most important question. Where is the verb? And you remember the song, right? Where is the verb? Look for the action word. If there's no action word, look for the being words. Am, is, are, was, and were, be, being, been. But in our case, there was an action word. And so we have found the verb. All right. So what's my next question? My next question is, I take the words who or what and I place them right in front of the verb. Who or what verb? Okay, so I can do it this way. Question 2 would be, this is really question 1 here, or 1A, and call this as be 2A. Okay, where's the verb? And so my next question is, who or what verb? Who or what verb? And notice I'm going to try to write it out just the way it is here. Okay, who or what? And then I'm going to replace this verb with the actual verb. So instead of just saying who or what verb, I'm going to write, okay, I'm going to say, write again, who or what, and now I'm going to put the verb, the actual verb, eats, then it'll be eats, right? Who or what eats? I can't say who or what eats, so I'll say who or what eats, and the answer in my sentence is who or what eats cheese? The answer will be mice. So mice will be my answer, and I'm going to put my answer right here, mice. And since mice is the answer to the question, who or what verb, then that's going to be the subject of my sentence. Any word or group of words that answers this question, who or what verb, is going to be the subject. So that's going to be my subject, and I'm going to write it just like that, subject. See, so I'm asking and answering sentence comprehension questions. Reading comprehension begins with sentence comprehension. So if you know how to understand the sentence by breaking it into its parts, you'll be able to find the meaning of not only that sentence, but the rest of the paragraph and essay and so on and so forth. All right, so who or what verb? Who or what eats? Answer mice. Mice is my subject. Okay, great. What's my next question? Let's take a look at my chart, and you'll have a chart just like this. My next question is verb who or what? Verb who or what? So I'm going to ask that question just the way I see it written here, and I'm going to ask it this way. Now I'll put 3A here. Verb, put my parentheses around it because I know I'm going to fill it in later. Verb who or what? And now because I know my verb, okay, now because I know my verb who or what, I'm going to fill it in now. Eats, and not who, but eats what? That's my verb, eats what? Eats what? And the answer is going to be mice eat cheese. So it's going to be cheese, right? Eat what? Cheese. Cheese is the what. So eats what? And I'll put my answer here. Answer, cheese. And cheese is going to be my object. Because what's an object? An object is any word or group of words that answers this question, verb who or what. That's my object. It answers verb who or what, and it's my object, okay? All right, good. Now, let's see what's next. So I've done this, and what I'm going to do now is go back to my sentence and label it. So eat is my verb. I'm going to put verb under here. Mice is my subject. And cheese is my object. And what you can do, I always like to highlight my verbs. So I'm going to highlight this in yellow. Okay, underline in yellow. And because these two answer green questions, yeah, subject and object, they answer green questions, guess what color I'm going to use for those? You guessed it, I'm going to use green. So mice will be my subject. Cheese is my object. And I'm going to highlight those in green. Good. Now we have the basic sentence pattern, subject, verb, object. Great. Now, here comes the exciting part. Now that I know what my subject, verb, and object are, I'm going to place them now on these cards. I'm going to place them on these blank cards here. You know, I've kind of already done this for you, okay? So just to save some time, so imagine this is you writing. I'll have mice eat cheese. See it there? So you could have written this out on your rewritable cards in your deck, those blank white cards, mice eat cheese. So that's my sentence. And I know where the verb is. Now I'm going to try to label my sentence just so you can see it. Where's the verb? I have that there. I know it's an action verb. Okay, so that's labeled also. And I know that this answers eat what. So what is going to be my object. But I also know that this answers who or what eats. And so that's going to be my subject, okay? So that's how your deck is going to look. Sometimes these cards will be larger. These are smaller versions of them. Sometimes you'll have these large cards and you'll be able to put them together. So that's what you have right now. Mice, push this up a little bit to give me a little bit more room. Mice eat cheese. Very simple sentence. But it's such a boring sentence. We're not happy with our sentence. We want to expand it. And this is what you will be doing. You will be learning how to expand your sentence by asking some very interesting questions.